Hi, I'm Karthikeya and this is my submission for the front-end assessment of the Star Wars character app. So we are right now on the live deployment on Vercel, and as we can see all of the character cards are being rendered in a grid. So according to the requirements we can see that these cards have the appropriate hover effects, which is a parallax zoom effect. When we click on it we can see that the model opens, we can close it. We see that the character's home world's detail are there. We can search characters, right? And all of the three filters work and they can be stacked together. As we can see it is being filtered, right? So let's reset these, and this stagger animation you see has been implemented with framer motion for a smooth cascading effect. And this is also mobile responsive, where the grid collapses to a single column grid to accommodate for the space, and the filters also become a vertical stack. The design has been kept neutral for it to resemble a SAS. Now moving on to the code. So what I'm using here is obviously React with TypeScript, as was mentioned in the requirements. I am using Tailwind for rapid styling and Shadcn for accessible primitives, mainly the dialog box, so that it handles outside clicks and everything on its own. Then I'm using TanStack query for data fetching and caching. The Let's look at the architecture of the repository itself. It has been divided into logical folders. This is our main API layer, our data fetching layer, right? Then we have our components. This is the card, the list, and it has been broken down into modular components. There is the loading and error state as well. Moving on, these are our custom React queries, and the stale time has been set to infinity because the data is unchanging, so it prevents the unnecessary refetching. And we then have our helper functions here in format date, as was the requirement that we had to return the date in day, month and year format. Then this is a helper function that handles accent colors based on the species. Then we have our types file here, and this is the app.tsx where most of it is being rendered. Given that the size of the application, the scope of the application was small. So as we can see, use memo is being used here, so that when we select and stack multiple filters on top of it, there are no unnecessary re-renders. This is the loading state, the error state, which we saw. Let's simulate the error state actually. Okay, I will have to open the and as we see we hit the error state, right? So that works. So that was my submission, and I look forward to your response. Thank you.